How's everybody doing? My name is Gio Perez, and I'm here with Miguel Blanco.
Hi, guys.
And today we're going to be talking about martial art films, reality style and fantasy style films. So, we'll get started. We'll just start talking a conversation and see how we go. So, when you were growing up, what movies did you like, Miguel?
Definitely growing up, it has to be Bloodsport and Kickboxer.
Bloodsport. Why Bloodsport?
Because Bloodsport was famous because of Van Damme. He was huge during that time.
Yeah.
And Bloodsport featured different martial arts put together against each other.
Right. So that's the first time you got exposed to seeing a bunch of
martial arts,
kung fu and silat and kickboxers and all this stuff, right?
And it was great. It was a great movie. All the different styles.
Yeah, I remember watching Bloodsport. I think I still like Bloodsport. I mean, I would still pop it in and watch that movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really like that film. What else did you like about that film?
That film, just the storyline. It was a good storyline, and because it was based on a true story.
Frank Dukes.
Yeah,
Frank Dukes.
He, he's from the Valley.
Yeah.
And maybe you've heard of him.
Yeah, I've heard of this guy. And actually, I remember being at a dinner with him once, and last thing I remember, he said, "You know what? In a real situation, I'll grab a grenade, put it inside you, and then kick you in the middle of the road, and you'll explode." So, but anyway, that's the realistic in martial arts. I think the guy is military too, so I guess that's where all that.
To the point.
Yeah, to the point. What other films did you like about Van Damme?
Kickboxer.
Why?
Because it focused on kickboxing, just kickboxing.
Yeah.
And they went more deeper into the kickboxing history and the training. So
the training. Yeah, I think the training scenes is what made it.
Yeah, that developed the
whole
fights
thing. Yeah. I mean, did you ever try any of the things that you would see in films in the training parts? Did you ever try? Because I know I did.
Yeah.
I know I did.
Yeah.
So
I probably kicked a couple poles, no trees, but just poles,
Well, the funny thing about that is that you see these things in movies, and you'll, even if you don't know any martial arts, you'll start kicking a tree, and you'll start developing callus. Yeah. And that's actually how they use it in Muay Thai in Thailand. Yeah. They kick, banana trees, and then they're building up.
Yeah.
I mean, the fighters here, they're kicking bags, but when you're kicking a 100-pound bag, a 150, 200-pound bag, I mean, you're constantly doing it. Mm-hmm. You're developing your legs when you're fighting. So in reality, that has a little bit of realistic to it. From the movie, and it comes to you, right?
Based off of the movie.
Based off of the movie.
And you learn something new.
Yeah. How about the stretching? I mean, did you ever try doing any of the stretching? Because I know the guy had a machine that was stretching him,
Yeah, you build a frame and did the splits. Yeah. But no, I just tried it in the carpet. Didn't go too far. Why?
That was it?
That was it.
Yeah, I used to do it on chairs.
On chairs.
Yeah, I used to grab 2 chairs and do it, because I saw it on Bloodsport.
Yeah, one of the movies.
Yeah, I saw it in Bloodsport. He's at night. He's doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I did it too, and then, so I used, so watching that, I would do it.
He's famous for the splits.
So I used to love that too. How about Bruce Lee? Did you ever see the movies with Bruce Lee in them?
Yes, Enter the Dragon.
Yeah, in Enter the Dragon, there was this scene with, the first fight scene?
Yeah.
Well, that's one of my guys that I used to like. Well, one of my favorites. His name is Sammo Hung. Sammo Hung,
that's
okay?
The guy.
And you know what? You see all these martial art movies, you see guys that are all cut, they're all nice and trim and physique, right? But Sammo Hung is actually a little bit, thicker, chubbier, but he's able to do all these things. He's able to do all these acrobatic things. And I know he grew up with Jackie Chan and some other guy, and and they came from the same production, Chinese opera type of thing. And he's pretty good. Have you ever seen him in anything?
I've seen some clips, and like you said. He doesn't look like the people that normally come out with their great physiques. He looks like a regular guy. But he has all the skills and the agility as all the other guys.
Right. I wonder, that's one thing I was thinking. Why did Bruce Lee, I wonder if it was Bruce Lee or if it was the production company that got him to be for the shoot.
That's a good question.
That would be a good question. I mean, if Bruce Lee was alive, I would want to ask him. It's like, hey, did you grab him because he was able to do these flips or what?
Or if anybody else that knows out there,
Yeah, if anybody knows, why don't you guys email us Let us know what you think.
Yeah, Bruce Lee was very into combining martial arts, the best of the best.
Yeah.
Then he did.
Yeah, I know. When he started practicing his art, he was not doing any high kicks, and when he started practicing with Chuck Norris, that's when he started kicking, above the belt, a little bit up, higher kicks.
Yeah, that's an interesting fact. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, and if you have any other comments on that, send us a comment, send us an email.
Yeah.
What else, man? Well, you know what? How about this? How about other movies that have been too fantasy for your taste?
There's a lot. There's The Monkey King.
The Monkey King. Well, I know you saw a trailer.
I saw a trailer.
And we saw a trailer. We're at home. We're watching, and we saw this trailer of The Monkey King. And I mean, the first thing I saw from the guy, what did you say?
I was blown away. Just the CGI was like $1 billion. And just the movie intro, it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like those type of films. I really.
It was more about the CGI than the martial arts. During that clip that I saw, I was like, wow, so much money. Yeah,
I like more. I mean, to say more realistic, which I know it's not, but it's a little bit more in the realistic side. Yeah. It's like movies like Ip Man.
Yeah, less CGI.
Yeah, so you see more movement, more martial arts, and the guy actually has to learn certain moves to be able to show.
Yeah.
I like those. No, you can't. But anyway, watching these movies, this is what I like. I know you were telling me the Grandmaster.
Yeah,
Grandmaster.
I've seen the Grandmaster.
You know what? I don't know about Grandmaster. I fell asleep in Grandmaster. I don't know, maybe it's the slow motion and all this stuff, the fight scenes, but I didn't enjoy it. I mean, did you enjoy it? Or?
I enjoyed it because I'm not, as good as you are. You're a great martial artist. You do a lot of fantastic things. And,
Thanks.
kicks, flips, everything, technique. Yeah, so I was entertained. But when I look at you, it's different because you see it in real life.
Well, this guy, I know this fighter, champion guy, I think it's Kung Lee.
Yeah.
I saw him fighting, in the ring and doing all this stuff, and I know he fought...
different fighters.
Yeah, he was in the,
Shamrock,
Shamrock. And you know what, about that Shamrock fight, I think... if Shamrock, what's his name? Shamrock would have kept his style, he would have beaten him up.
Yeah,
he would have won.
Yeah, kind of like took him out of his game plan.
Yeah, no, and that's and the funny thing about it, that's part of martial arts too. That if you're gonna fight somebody, guys, and if they have a different style, you know what you want to do is you want to not fight their way. You want to fight your game. You don't fight nobody else's game. So in a fight like that with Kung Lee and Shamrock, when they're about to fight, you don't want to fight, Kung Lee's way, especially if he's a great kicker. What would you do that? So if he's a ground fighter, let him fight the ground. You know what I mean? I don't know why he agreed in fighting, standing up with him. He should have taken him down and beat him up.
But I think he ended up getting his arm broken.
He broke his arm? Really?
One kick from Kung Lee broke his arm.
And I bet you that has to do with the movies from Kickboxer. I bet you that guy was probably kicking trees.
Actually, he's a real kickboxer.
Who?
Kung Lee.
He's a kickboxer? I thought he was some kung fu,
he's
wushu or something.
Kickboxing.
Really?
Yeah. And he's done a lot of films.
Really?
Yeah, he's famous.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He got into MMA because MMA is, on the rise of popularity now.
Right. So he's
with UFC and a whole bunch.
How about let's talk about last thing. Let's talk about worst fight scenes.
Worst fight scenes gotta be the one I sent you on YouTube where two martial artists are fighting out in the field, and one gets cut across the stomach and the guts spill out and grabs his own guts and chokes out the other guy.
Really?
And it just keeps on getting worse.
Because that first thing I remember, the guy he's like doing some slow motion thing, and like hits him in the back of the head, and an eye pops out. Right?
The eye pops out.
Hey, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how good the animal trainers were good for this.
Yeah.
But after the eye popped out, a bird came and started eating the eyeball. You ever seen that?
I don't remember.
Yeah, watch it. Yeah, there's a bird that comes and starts eating the ball. Okay.
Oh, the eyeball.
And then after that, the guy, he's so good. I mean, he's his own surgeon. He grabs two tendons and ties them up together with his mouth, so he's able to punch better now.
Oh my god.
And then the other guy he starts cutting himself.
Yeah,
I think that scene I think
that's the top worst fights ever.
I think Machete. You know the movie Machete?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I think they took it from that scene.
That's what I was gonna say. You know,
the Machete took
the same style.
Wait, did Machete use his own guts?
No, he used the other guy's guts.
Oh, so that's actually better.
Yeah, so no copyright there.
No copyright on that.
Yeah,
because I remember the scene that he grabs the guy's guts. He grabs and goes from the third floor to the second floor.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, you guys, I don't know if what you guys like. Okay, and to me, I like more realistic style fighting movies. Some of you might like more fantasy. But anyway, why don't you do this? Why don't you email us? Let us know what you like. If you have any other names of martial artists that have some good fight scenes or whatever you guys want us to talk about, why don't you reach us, okay? You can reach us at, you can reach me at lamartialart@gmail.com or www.facebook.com/lamartialart. Where can they reach you, Miguel?
Well, you can reach me on Facebook, Miguel Blanco. That's the main source.
Miguel Blanco. That's like Michael White in Spanish. So.
Spanish.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Talk to you guys soon. And next topic, we're going to be talking about something much better.
Yes.